the years, I have figured out what foods are the best foods that I can buy to stretch my food budget as far as the eye can see. Today, I'm going to share with you the staple food items that we keep on hand and incorporate into the majority of our meals to save a lot of money. But before we get started, my name is Jennifer. If you are new here, I make videos on saving money through being frugal and implementing minimalism. I'm also documenting our journey to paying off our mortgage by the year of 2024 and ultimately being financially independent. So if any of that interests you, then make sure you hit that subscribe button. We like to have vegetables on hand at all times, especially lima beans. We love lima beans. My daughter will eat these things cold. Frozen lima beans are super simple. Just throw in a pot. We add a little bit of vegan butter and they're delicious as a side to fill up. And these are very inexpensive. One of my new favorite things to use are lentils. We have lentils, green lentils, regular, well, these, you know what's weird? These are both, green split lentils and they're split. Isn't that cute? And regular lentils. Huh, interesting. Green split and regular lentils. And then we have some more lentils here. You can see this is a half-used bag. I love lentils. I think they're super simple to cook. So most of these recipes that I'm gonna talk to you about, you just basically are gonna cook and they take 20 to 30 minutes. Whereas like dried beans, you have to a lot of times soak those overnight. Lentils are quick. Now we use these in tacos as far as we have recipes where you can make these into taco meat. It's very similar to what it does is kind of take on the texture of meat, not the expense of it, right? So, or the health issues of it. So what it does is it mimics that texture. It's not the same texture for sure, but a lot of times if you think about it, when you're eating meat, most of the time what you're eating it for is the flavor of whatever you put on it, right? How often do you say, let me have some nice boiled chicken? Probably not, right? And you don't typically eat just straight ground beef with nothing on it, right? So lentils are a great alternative and very inexpensive. So you just cook some of them up, and what we do for taco meat is you cook it up and then you mix it with a little bit of like taco seasoning or fajita seasoning, and we put it on parchment paper in the oven to let it dry out and get a little bit more crumbly. That's delicious. It's just a substitute. You put it on your taco because pretty much on your taco you're gonna taste all the other things, the salsa, the avocado, whatever else you put on your taco, that's what you're gonna taste. But that lentil is gonna be like the texture in the meat and the filler of that taco. I'm actually also going to be trying these out in a vegan shepherd's pie. I'm super excited. It's got mashed potatoes on top of it. Now, if you don't know, you aren't familiar with my channel, and you're just finding me, our household eats vegan, vegetarian for dinners, mainly because of my health reasons. Everybody else in the household is not vegan, vegetarian solely, but it has saved us a ton of money. It has helped me with my health. I've lost weight on it and it's done really good, and I'm still kicking. I'm still moving around. Now, I wanted to also share that we use lentils to make sloppy joes. Who remembers this from your childhood, right? This is just a kind of a beat up can of sloppy joes. Not the best stuff for you, but that's fine. All you do is, for this, I will make some lentils and then I will saute peppers and onions, like chop them up really fine, peppers and onions. I'll mix that with the lentils and mix this in with it, put it on a bun, and you got a sloppy joe. And in this household, these things are very important. A sack of potatoes, very inexpensive, but they go a long way. Mashed potatoes, you can make hash browns. I like making fried potatoes with peppers and onions in them. I also, which is more like kind of a hash brown thing. I also make kind of stewed potatoes. You can do a loaded baked potato. You can do French fries in your air fryer. Inexpensive way to fill up is with this. Now, a lot of people will say, well, that's a starch and that's a carb and that's not good for you. Well, if you look a little bit more into it, what's actually not good for you is all the stuff you put on it. So if you are healthier with the oils or the milks or the butters that you put on it in order to season it, then it's not going to be as bad as you might think. Now, obviously, you've got the typical dried beans. Here you can see these are, we probably need to use these dried kidney beans and dried black beans. They are a little bit more labor intensive because you do have to, pick through them to make sure there's no rocks in them and then soak them overnight and then cook them. But as far as if you really need to stretch that budget, do this. And beans are delicious. You've got chilies, bean chilies, bean enchiladas, bean tacos. You can put this on salads. You can put this on nachos, quesadillas. We love all of that stuff. And you can spice it up with hot sauce, obviously, but all other kinds of things. But as far as something inexpensive that's gonna fill you up and be good for you, dried beans is a way to go. And don't forget about your rice. Now, I have not yet been able to get on board with brown rice because brown rice and me just don't like each other. We don't know how to cook each other. So, well, it doesn't know how to, I don't know how to cook it. Brown rice doesn't like me. So, I stick with my white rice. Super simple. I love this stuff. Obviously, I don't have to tell you this is a great side in all kinds of things. Same thing I talked about with the tacos and the burrito bowls and the fajitas. You can make this in a Spanish style or any kind of style you want. Always have some rice on hand. And in this household, pasta is often on the list. We love Aldi for pasta. I get this huge thing of angel hair pasta for super expensive. This is one of my favorites from Aldi. It's the, show you. If you see this, get it. It's the Priano Authentic Italian bronze cut pasta. It's just a cool pasta, and it's got a little bit more of a texture to it. You know, obviously you can go to Walmart, get your inexpensive shells, but always keep on hand with that, maybe some pesto or spaghetti sauces, marinara sauces. We love pasta. We'll also just take it and put a little olive oil and some herbs on it, and that is a main dish. And then you put some vegetables with it, and you've got a really healthy, good meal. So that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed the list of foods that I gave you and maybe got a few ideas from it. So just trying to save us all money in the long run. If you like this video, make sure you hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I would love to have you back for more videos.